My girlfriend shared a post. Recognize your value. Queens, never accept less. After turning down my proposal, I gave it a like and commented, Kings too. 6 months later, she noticed my engagement announcement. Her frantic call that night revealed, a 29-year-old guy, still can't wrap my head around this, but here we are. I need to vent, because the past 24 hours have been eye-opening. About 7 months back, I proposed to my girlfriend, Natalie, 28. We'd been a couple for 4 years, sharing a home for 2. I thought we were rock solid. We'd discussed marriage, kids, the whole life plan. She always seemed thrilled when the subject came up. I planned a heartfelt evening, not extravagant. I'm an accountant, not a startup mogul, but meaningful. I took her to the botanical gardens, our first date spot, waited for sunset by the fountain, and got down on one knee with a ring I'd saved 6 months to buy. A classic solitaire. Exactly the style she'd said she adored. She said, no, not I need time or let's discuss it. Just no. Claiming she wasn't ready. Said 4 years felt too rushed. That she needed to discover herself and see what else was out there. I stood there, ring in hand, looking foolish while families watched. The ride home was dead quiet. She moved out 3 days later to crash with her friend, Melissa. We were over. Just like that. Here's where it gets wild. That same night, she posted on social media, know your value, queens. Never settle for less than your worth. Glow up. Boss babe, own your value. The comments were predictable. Yes, queen. You deserve everything. Never settle. Her friends cheered her on like she'd broken free from a cage instead of rejecting someone who loved her. I sat there at 2 a.m., scrolling through it. For years, I supported her career pivot, helped clear her student debt, stood by her when her dad was ill. But apparently, I was something to settle for. So I liked her post, then commented, Kings too. The quiet afterward was deafening. She deleted my comment within an hour, but not before mutual friends saw it. Whatever. I switched to survival mode. Work, gym, sleep, repeat. I deleted social media apps from my phone and focused on myself. Started therapy, best choice ever, by the way. It showed me I'd been shrinking myself to boost her up. 2 months later, my coworker Jenna, 26, suggested coffee after we survived a grueling audit together. Just as pals, she knew about the breakup. We started hanging out. She was different, straightforward, clear about what she wanted, valued my efforts instead of always craving more. Coffee turned into dinners. Dinners turned into dating. I kept it low-key, not wanting a rebound. But honestly, it felt like breathing freely after years of holding my breath. Fast forward to last week. Jenna and I got engaged. She proposed to me, said she knew what she wanted and saw no reason to delay. I said yes on the spot. We shared a simple announcement. Just a photo of us hiking, captioned adventure partner for life. Yes. My phone lit up with congrats. Old friends, family, coworkers. It was heartwarming. Then, at 11:43 p.m., Natalie called. I nearly didn't pick up. Curiosity won. Hello. Heavy breathing. Then, are you for real right now? Natalie. 6 months. Mason? 6 months and you're engaged. I stayed cool. Yeah. Congrats are usually the custom. To your coworker? That plain one from accounting. Jenna's not plain. She's just not loud about her successes. Her name's Jenna. We're thrilled. This is crazy. We were together 4 years. How could you just move on? The same way you did when you turned down my proposal and called it settling. Silence. Then she dropped the bombshell. I didn't think you'd actually move on. I thought you'd wait. Wait for what? And that's when she spilled what the past 6 months were really about. Update 1. Wow, the response to my post. Thanks for the support. Now, the rest of that call because it gets uglier. When I asked, wait for what? There was a long pause. Then she started crying. Not sad tears. Frustrated ones. I needed to explore what else was out there. Okay? Melissa kept talking about these guys she was meeting, investment bankers, lawyers, startup founders. She said I was too young to lock in with my first serious boyfriend. I laughed. Actually laughed. So I was your fallback? No. I just wanted to be certain. I figured I'd date around for a year, see what's out there, then we'd reconnect, and I'd know you were the right pick. By publicly rejecting my proposal? I didn't think you'd see the post. We have 137 mutual friends, Natalie. She got defensive. You don't get the pressure women face. Melissa showed me articles about women who married their first serious boyfriend and always wondered, what if? I didn't want to resent you later. So you humiliated me and expected me to wait while you shopped for better options? It wasn't like that. I barely dated anyone. That caught my attention. Barely. More silence. Then, the guys Melissa set me up with weren't what I expected. Turns out Queen Natalie's glow-up didn't go as planned. The investment banker only wanted casual flings. The lawyer ghosted her after 2 dates when she wouldn't sleep with him. The entrepreneur, jobless, living with his parents, just had a slick Instagram. I realized pretty fast what we had was rare. I planned to reach out after a year, act like I'd grown and was ready. You'd propose again, and we'd be happy ever after. Based on a lie? It wasn't a lie. I did grow. I learned what I wanted. Yeah, you learned you wanted your safety net. Sorry. But this fallback found someone who picked me first. She lost it. Screamed that Jenna was a step down. A rebound. That I was rushing to hurt her. That our mutual friends thought my quick move on was shady. I stayed calm. Natalie, you ended us. You made it clear I wasn't enough. I respected that and moved forward. I found someone who sees me as her top choice. Not a safe bet after testing the waters. You're making a huge mistake. She doesn't know you like I do. You're right. She doesn't know the me who dulled his shine to make someone else comfortable. She knows the me who shows up fully. I like him better. Then she hit me with, when you realize what you've lost and come crawling back, I won't be here. Good. Because I'm not crawling anywhere. I hung up. Thought that was it. I was wrong. Update 2. It's been 3 days since the call. Buckle up, Natalie and her squad escalated fast. First, Melissa jumped in. She DM'd Jenna on Instagram before Jenna even knew who she was. The message was a manipulative gem. Hey girl, just reaching out woman to woman. I'm close with Mason's ex, and you should know some things about your fiancé. He's clearly using you to get over her. He was obsessed with Natalie, proposed after badgering her for months. When she said she needed time, he basically stalked her online. Now he's love-bombing you to make her jealous. Don't fall for it. You seem nice and deserve better than being someone's revenge fling. Jenna showed me right away. We chuckled. Then she replied, thanks for the concern, but I'm curious why you're more invested in my relationship than your friend's dating life. How'd those setups go for her? Melissa blocked her instantly. Savage. But they weren't done. Next came the flying monkeys. Mutual friends suddenly checking in. Brad, who I hadn't spoken to in months. Yo, bro, heard about the engagement. Quick move. Huh? You sure you're not rushing? My college roommate, Derek. Dude, Natalie's really upset. Maybe you two should talk. Even my cousin texted. Natalie reached out. She's worried you're making rash choices. Maybe pump the brakes. The nerve. I posted one thing online. Funny how folks who didn't check on you when you were healing suddenly care about your joy. 20 minutes later, Natalie called from a new number. I blocked her main one. I answered knowing it'd be good. Mason, we need to talk like adults. We really don't. You're hurt and lashing out. I get it. But you ruined what we had over pride. What we had. We had a relationship where you were apparently shopping for upgrades while keeping me on hold. We had 4 years where I thought we were building something while you were waiting for a better deal. You ruined it, Natalie. I made a mistake. People mess up. Your mistake was thinking I'd wait while you checked if you could do better. My mistake was proposing to someone already half out the door. So you're marrying Jenna to spite me? I'm marrying Jenna because she looked at me and thought, yes, him. He's the one. No doubts. No, let me see what's out there. Just yes. She switched gears. What about all I did for you? Your CPA exam stress? Your mom's illness? I was there. You were. And I was there for your dad's surgery. Your career switch. Your anxiety. That's what partners do. But it doesn't mean you own my future. I know you, Mason. This isn't you. You don't move this fast. You overthink everything. Maybe because I spent 4 years overthinking how to make you happy instead of asking if I was. Silence. Then, quietly, were you not happy? I was happy enough. But enough isn't enough anymore. So that's it? You're tossing out 4 years for someone you've known a few months. No. I'm choosing to build something new with someone who picked me first. Not a fallback. Not a safe bet. First. When this falls apart, and it will. If it falls apart, it'll still be more honest than what we had. I hung up again. But the real twist came yesterday. Update 3. So, Natalie painted herself as the heartbroken ex who just slipped up? Yeah, about that. Jenna and I were at dinner when her phone pinged. Her best friend Rachel sent screenshots from a dating app. Guess who had a profile? Queen Natalie. Here's the kicker. The profile was made 5 months ago, 2 months before she rejected my proposal. The bio? Entrepreneurial spirit. Seeking someone driven to match my vibe. No room for average. Screenshots showed her telling matches she was newly single and ready to elevate her life. I did the math. She was on dating apps while we were ring shopping, planning our future, while I was saving for her dream ring. Jenna asked if I wanted to see them. I said yes. I had to. The messages were revealing. Her saying her ex was nice but lacked drive. How she needed a man who could deliver the lifestyle she deserved. How she was too young to settle for comfortable. One guy asked why her last relationship ended. Her reply? I outgrew him. He was fine with average. I need exceptional. Average. For years. Supporting each other through life. Building something. Average. But the best part? The profile's last activity was 3 days ago. After our call. After her tears about her mistake. She updated her photos and bio. Phoenix Rising. Know your value and add tax. I stared at the screenshots and just laughed. Not bitter. Relieved. Because I finally saw her clearly. Then, as if the universe wanted to hammer it home, Natalie texted from another new number. Mason, I've been reflecting. I'm willing to forgive you for moving on so fast if we can start over. I see now you needed to feel wanted. I own my part in that. We can work through this. She's forgiving me? I screenshotted it and posted publicly for the first time in months. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Thankful for the lessons and even more for the future. Also, pro tip. If you're playing games, don't leave receipts on dating apps. Tag Jenna with, thanks for picking me first. Always. My phone blew up. Mutual friends who'd heard Natalie's version saw the truth. Messages poured in. Dude, I had no clue. She said you ghosted her after the proposal. Wait, she was on dating apps while you were together? Derek called. Bro, I'm sorry. She made it sound like you lost it after the rejection. I should have known better. Even my cousin texted. Well, this is awkward. She definitely skipped some details. My bad. But Natalie's response? That's when she showed her true colors. Final update. It's been a week since everything blew up. Time to close this out because I'm done giving it energy. After my post, Natalie went full meltdown. Posted an Instagram story series about manipulation and gaslighting. How I was weaponizing vulnerability and turning people against her. The woman who was secretly dating while we were together called me manipulative. The irony writes itself. But here's where she slipped up. She forgot Melissa had access to her dating profiles to optimize them. And Melissa, seeing the tide turn, decided to save herself. She leaked everything to their friend group. Turns out Natalie didn't just make the profile 2 months before rejecting me. She'd been actively dating for 5 months before the proposal. Not just browsing, going on real dates. Telling guys she was single. There was a spreadsheet. No joke. She and Melissa had a spreadsheet ranking guys by income, job, looks, and husband potential. I was on it, number 4 in stability, but 11 in lifestyle potential. Number 11 out of 15. The top guy? A venture capitalist who turned out to be a crypto bro who lost it all in a meme coin crash. She'd been chatting with him for months, planning to swing to him. But when his fortune tanked 2 weeks before my proposal, I suddenly looked better. She rejected me not to find herself, but because she thought she could land better than number 11. When the apps didn't deliver, she planned to circle back to reliable 11. Melissa sent all this to our group chat. I can't keep covering for her. She used me too. The chat went silent, then erupted. People were furious. Not just at the cheating but the manipulation. How she'd made everyone take sides based on lies. How she'd painted me as the villain rushing into a rebound. Natalie tried damage control. Posted about fake friends and betrayal. How everyone was misreading the situation. Then the ultimate victim play. As a woman, I'm not allowed to have standards without being vilified. Standards. That's what she called it. She started losing followers hourly. Guys she'd been talking to while we were together shared their own screenshots. One showed her saying she was waiting for her boyfriend to propose to see the ring before deciding. She'd judge whether to say yes based on the ring, not our relationship. The ring. Then came her final move. She showed up at my building. Thankfully, I'd already given security her photo. Always planning ahead now. They called me. There's a Natalie here demanding to see you. Says it's urgent. Is she hurt or in danger? No, sir. Then it's not urgent. Please ask her to leave. If she refuses, call the police. She left, but not before making a scene that residents filmed. One video hit TikTok, entitled X Causes Drama at Apartment because her backup plan got engaged. It went semi-viral, 800K views last I checked. Yesterday, I got a final text from another new number. Congrats, Mason. You won. You ruined my reputation and turned everyone against me. Hope you're happy with your downgrade. When she cheats on you, and she will, remember you had someone who loved you enough to want to be certain. But you couldn't wait. Your pride couldn't take it. Enjoy your average life with your average wife. You two are perfect for each other. I didn't reply. Just forwarded it to my lawyer friend, who's documenting everything in case I need a restraining order. But here's the thing. I am happy. Truly, simply happy. Jenna and I make dinner together. We crack up at silly shows. She tucks notes in my lunch. I surprise her with flowers just because it's Tuesday. We're planning a small wedding. No need to prove anything to anyone. She saw me at my lowest and chose me anyway. I saw her at her most authentic and chose her back. No games. No spreadsheets. No backups. Natalie's right about one thing. We are perfect for each other. As for her, word is she moved back to her hometown. Deleted most of her social media. Melissa posted vague quotes about finding true friends and growing through hardship. The Know Your Worth post? Still up. My comments gone. But the internet forgets nothing. Someone turned it into a meme template. Know your value. Queens, paired with screenshots of her dating profile while in a relationship. It's harsh, but I didn't make or share it. Funny thing about value. It's not about what you think you're owed. It's about what you bring to the table. I learned that the hard way. So did she. I'm done with this saga. Wedding planning is actually fun when your partner wants you, not some idealized version they can mold you into. To anyone in a similar spot. When someone shows through their actions you're just an option, not a priority, trust them. Don't wait for them to see your worth. Find someone who sees it from day one. And yeah, kings, know your value too. Peace out. Edit. Yes, Jenna knows everything. She read all these posts before I shared them. She laughed at the spreadsheet and said, "Only number 11? Babe, you're easily top 3 on the right person's list." She's the real champ. Also, to those saying I moved too fast with Jenna, maybe. But after years in a relationship where you're constantly proving yourself, being with someone who just knows is a breath of fresh air. We're not kids. We know what we want. Why wait? Final edit. Natalie found this post. Got a long email from a lawyer about defamation and emotional distress. My lawyer friend says it's baseless. Truth is a complete defense. and I have proof for everything. She's demanding I take it down and pay her $15,000 for reputational damage. The same reputation she tanked by cheating and lying. Sure, January. My lawyer sent back a short reply. All statements are factual and documented. Please stop contacting my client. Further harassment will prompt legal action. Silence since then. Living well is the best revenge. That, and having a fiancé who finds this whole mess as hilariously absurd as I do.